Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of the custom Streetfighter V4S series. That is where we customize this beautiful brand new 2020 Ducati Streetfighter and give it away when we're done. If you would like to help support these projects and be entered to win this bike right here, check out the Patreon page. It's always the first link in the description below. I shared the build plans in my last video on the bike. I'll throw it up on the screen right here again for a reminder for you guys. It is going to be absolutely stunning. It's a tricolore inspired paint scheme with a tribute to my good buddy Carlin, who passed away riding this bike. It's going to have a number 5 on the back for him. We're going to do a titanium exhaust. It's going to be full carbon. It's just going to be absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite bikes I've ever ridden, no joke. It's just so comfortable, so easy to ride, and so fun. And I can't wait to take you guys along for the entire journey. So, as always, sit back, relax, guys, and enjoy the video. Oh my god, this thing is so fast. I did a first ride. The last bike I was on was the Panigale V2 that I did a first ride on, and that bike's fast, but this is just like a whole nother level, dude. And since it's a naked bike, you just feel it so much more because of the wind. Just such a blast to ride. But I'm heading down to Santa Barbara Ducati, meeting up with Rory. We're going to be doing the first service on this bad boy today, so I'll take you guys through that entire process. There's also, I think, 1 or 2 recalls that we're going to have performed, and then it's time to start upgrading this beast. Technically, the first service should be done at, I believe, 621 miles. There's a little bit of light that comes on that says first service, or it might be an oil change light. So we're doing it a little bit early. I'm only at 493 miles, but I feel like the bike is broken in. You know, I took my time, broke it in right, and I like to keep these bike as low mile as possible for you guys so that the new owner gets as close to a brand new bike as possible. So that's why I figured we can just do it now. Once the light comes on at 621, I can just have Rory reset it, and we'll be all good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my ride down to the shop. Oh my god, thank god it's not that side, sitting in traffic. And I'll check in with you guys when we get down there. All right, we arrived safely down here at Santa Barbara Ducati. Met up with Rory, the legend himself. Got the bike up on the list. We got a massive checklist of things to do for this bad boy. We're doing it all by the book. So if you guys, what other way do we do it? Yes. So if you guys have ever wondered when you drop your bike off for a first service, what goes on in the background, you're about to find out. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is drop the oil. Rory wanted to do it while it's hot because it gets it out a little bit quicker. And he actually cleaned out the oil pan, and the reason he did that is because he wants to see what is in this oil. If there's shavings, some shavings are normal, but we're gonna find out how well I broke this puppy in right now. People were yelling at me for getting on the gas right out of the dealership, so we'll find out if I did anything bad. Ow. Yeah, that was that was smart. He put a little cardboard there, so I told him I think the oil's gonna shoot into the exhaust.
It was a brilliant move by doing that.
I have my moments.
Scary restart like this.
I have my moments, right? But is this a special break-in oil, do you know, Rory, or is this the same stuff?
It's just regular shell.
Okay, so it's just regular.
It looks white because that is from the break-in.
Oh, okay, interesting. So there are some shavings, yeah,
sure.
Metallic. Okay, gotcha.
For sure.
And then, are you gonna check the bolt? Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, there are some shavings on there.
That's not bad. That's really good, actually.
That's pretty good?
Yeah.
Small pieces?
That's nothing.
There you go. Yeah,
like
so...
An afro, it's not even an afro. That's what I thought. I've seen some serious shit with those, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, so this is pretty good for the break-in.
It's metallic, so it's only ferrous parts. Ferrous parts in this engine, the gearbox, anything along that. So
yeah.
It's just ferrous metal on that. It's not bad.
There you go.
That's really, really good.
Nice. So I did a good job then. Hey, you guys don't have to yell at me in the comments anymore. Okay, so he just got the washer off. Very important to get the crush washer off. You don't reuse those, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. One time use.
Some people will put the stuff back on with 2 washers and then it'll start leaking. They wonder why. 1 crusher washer only.
Yeah, crush washer for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Next, we're gonna do oil filter. Is there anything special about taking this off, Rory?
Yeah, go get the, there's 2 O-rings behind it, and it's very similar to the MVs. So this cap is actually threaded, and you'll see when I get it off. I take the the nuts out, or the bolts, sorry. And then I'm going to thread in some 6mm bolts
Oh, to push it off.
to pull it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, so we took all the stock bolts out. The next thing he's doing is threading fatter bolts, and these will actually push it.
They
Push
thread into
this.
the cover.
Yeah, they'll push that off basically, right? Break the seal.
Yep.
So that's what he's doing. You can see this. Oh, the size of the regular ones, and then
Yeah.
the size of the new ones. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so what are you doing now? Just going around to each one and
Yep, just symmetrically bringing it out.
symmetrically bringing it out.
Otherwise it'll bind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you start grunting on one side, you bind it and you'll start. You don't want to mar the threads either. So it's just nice and fucking
Oh yeah, I
calm.
see it breaking loose.
Yeah.
And then how do you know when it's done? Will it actually
It'll
fall
pop.
off?
Well, yeah, we'll get the feel.
Yeah.
But like I was just explaining to you, this is on old Desmo Quattro fuel tanks, so 916s, that era through the 998. You take the bolts out, which hold the fuel pump on, and you thread them back into a provision on the fuel pump flange, which pulls out the seal.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is something they've done for. I thought it was MV,
Damn,
but then when I
didn't
thought
realize
about it,
that.
yeah. And
They've been
Ducati
doing
loves
it for
tradition.
a long time.
Yeah, they love
Oh,
tradition.
that's cool, man.
And it works. So
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Look at that. There was 2 O-rings. You were right. Now we can pull the filter out.
Yep.
Cool. And out she comes. So just like the crush or the oil plug. Taking a look at it, see if there's anything crazy big on it. Big pieces of shavings. Looks pretty good, huh?
It was funny, like all the other bikes we do and work on, but it's Ducati's work we know and we
Yeah.
love it. It's just some things become automatic. What you do is every fucking thing I do on a Ducati, I'm looking at every single piece
Yep.
just to make sure.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's just Ducati.
Yep. So cleaned off. Got a new crush washer. Looks beautiful. I was gonna slide her on in there, nice and slow.
You clean the stop. You clean the motor surface. You never know.
Yeah.
And you just want it.
So we're using RTV or whatever, the Ducati
I
bond.
just use a tiny little bit of it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It goes against thing, but it's what they've been doing lately. It's what they've been preaching.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a Loctite,
Yeah.
and it makes me sleep a little bit easier at night.
Well, the good thing is it's easy to check. I mean, the bike's naked, so it's pretty easy to take a look there whenever you want. So that's one nice thing about it.
I'll go ahead and talk that later.
Yeah.
I will remember.
Sounds good. And then we got a fresh oil filter. All right, slide the new filter in. And then he greased up the O-rings so that they don't pinch or rip or anything like that. He's gonna slide that on next, right?
I think that doesn't look wrong.
I think you have to push that in until it snaps, right?
I'm in there.
The filter. You've really got a finger blast.
There you go. Easy man.
Okay, so for lining this up, they're actually not all equal, right?
Not symmetric.
Yeah, it's not symmetric, so you'll be able to tell it'll only fit on one way, which is good. It's good that they did that. Just gonna push it all up in there as much as you can, and then we'll put the bolts on. All right, what are we doing here, Rory?
We've got 3 liters
3 liters of oil.
of Motul, 300V.
Okay.
That shit.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Right, so we're going to start with 2 3/4.
Okay.
That's what I've done. Right,
And let it sit?
We can't overfill it. We have to start the motor cycle. It's one of those things.
Okay.
Apparently, this is a really good number. This is not me. This is from higher up. People have consulted
Straight
about
up,
it.
yeah.
Apparently, it's good to start with this number.
Okay.
And we can adjust it.
From there.
Yeah, we
And-
don't
and
want to overfill it.
We're gonna let it sit for like 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. So if you guys are doing your oil changes at home,
It's critical.
don't blow up your motors.
No, it's critical. It's one of those things. I'm not one for bullshit. I'm not about to sit around and finger up my ass for 2.5 hours waiting for fucking oil to settle. But
You gotta do it right.
It's important.
Yeah, you gotta do it right.
Quarter.
Okay.
It says just over 2 3/4.
So yeah, just over 2 3/4 in.
Liters.
And then let's take a look at the sight glass here. I mean, that's almost bang on, right?
It's enough to run it.
Yeah, and then we'll probably need to add a little bit more.
Yeah, we're going to run it and let it circulate. Then we're going to turn it off and
So we can turn her on.
yeah, we're going to run it first.
Yeah, let's turn it
and
on.
then we'll
Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna start the bike up. He said we're gonna run it for a couple of minutes.
Just to get the oil up to the head.
Sounds good to me. I love some head.
Yeah, let's see oil.
Yeah,
You never know.
there's oil in there.
Ready?
Yeah. Go ahead. That's a good sound. We should see a little bit drain down, right? I love when the screen goes black. Look how badass that looks. And the headlights. Woo! I'm gonna be giving this bike away, guys. You can enter to win right now. Patreon.com/Campisi Customs. Okay, so now we let it cool down and sit for the next 2.5 hours. And actually, the shop's gonna be closed at that point. So I think he's gonna check in the morning. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, we'll come in all.
Yeah, he'll come in, check in the morning, add the rest of the.
There's nothing there, so
yeah.
people make a mistake like 5 minutes later. Oh, I've got to fill it up. Then you overfill it.
And
then
that's
you're going to have issues.
what causes problems.
If you have a dry clutch and overfill it, it will blow out the main seal and quickly, or go into the airbox and drain down. If you have an oil leak you don't have, drive me fucking crazy in the meantime, as well as you get it proper. Not cool.
So do it right if you're gonna do it yourself, but I would say take it to your Ducati shop. Next thing we're gonna be doing is what? Plugging in the diagnostic tool.
Put it on the computer. Yeah.
Okay, doing some diagnostic stuff. Look at that, the official diagnostic computer right there. This guy right here gets plugged in.
This is, I think, our 4th generation technically computer.
Really? For Ducati?
Yeah.
Craziness. All right, we'll see now. Now it's gonna tell him how good I was riding, how fast I went, how many cars I passed on double yellows. Okay, software, here we go.
So on the new ones, we can, I forget, like, I think it's new models and above. Maybe 14 and above. We can identify the model.
Identify model. Turn on the instrument panel. Oh, okay. So you turn on the panel?
It tells you what to do.
Oh yeah, it just tells you. See what happens.
That's our VIN number?
Hey, there you go.
This house says fuck.
Yeah, that one. It's
Fuck
fake. It looks like fake news and boo. That's weird. And DM me. What the heck? Okay.
ZDM is Ducati.
That's Ducati, yes.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, ZCG is MV. Kajiva.
So, okay, so it found it. I found a 2020 Streetfighter.
Right,
yeah.
that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Very good. Then okay.
And now what? Show us error codes and all that
Now
kind of
it's
stuff.
doing double scan.
Cool.
So scanning, there's probably 6 or 8 different ECUs in the bike, so scanning each one of them. Looking for updates.
Error codes, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
It'll come up. It's cool.
Okay, so here's what we got. What is this telling us, Rory?
This is all the units, all the ECUs on the bike. Green, it doesn't have Bluetooth on, that's why it's grey, but green, everything's good. We have no issues.
Okay, cool.
So we are doing the quick shift on this bike
Yeah.
for a different reason, but it's not failing enough to set it off.
Okay.
And here it shows me that we do have an ECU update.
Ah.
This is why you come to a dealership.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not the dealership.
Yeah.
This is why you
No.
come us.
Yeah.
So I press on this, and it's gonna tell me that we have a dashboard worldwide. That's a WW
Ah,
for the update.
interesting. Do we know what that's for or no?
It will probably tell me at the end of it. It can.
What's PTA? Dashboard PTA update.
I have no idea. Some acronym or something.
Yeah, okay. So next we're just going down through the checklist. I'll show you the little paper here of all the different things on there. A lot of different things to check and look at and inspect and things like that. What are you doing right now, Rory?
Looking for fork seals. This is a big one. We're just talking about it.
Yeah.
But in fairness to the manufacturer, they want to know if it's happened on shipping or whatnot, especially when a bike's strapped down.
Yeah.
You know, you can blow them out or whatnot. And if it's not done at the first service and it happens later and it's not caught, then you have no recourse. If
Yeah.
we catch it now, then it's on
Yep.
the manufacturer.
Yep.
And it only helps the breed.
Yep.
So not doing is just cheating everyone. Everyone wants to save time, technicians do, but we're just looking. Owens doesn't make many mistakes, but we're just making sure.
So it all looks good, right?
Everything looks good.
Yeah. Okay.
And now the next one is check brake and clutch levels, fluid level.
Braking fluid levels.
Yeah.
I actually thought this one
We
looked
know
a little
the clutch
low.
is low.
Yeah. So that looks a little bit
We
low.
know the clutch is low.
Yeah.
And the brake also.
It's a little low? Sure it's not just...
Look at that.
Huh.
Is that low? That's beneath the max line, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know where the max line is. Oh. Oh yeah, it is.
Man, that's
Jeez. Jeez Louise. Huh?
Braking hard too late.
So instead of just topping it off He's gonna pull that out of there and put some fresh fluid in.
We're putting 660 in.
Yeah, 660, the good stuff, baby.
Good stuff,
the
right?
good
The
stuff.
the good shit.
Yeah. So, are you gonna do that on both sides?
On the brake as well, yeah.
Perfect.
This is 660. Motul 660. I have this on here so if you spill it, it doesn't.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
we've got that shit everywhere, but
Yeah.
just so it doesn't spill more. 660 is this color. It looks old and shit. It is not. This is a new can from yesterday.
Yeah. It's a real deal. So don't complain that we're putting old stuff
Yeah,
in.
it looks old. Like someone saying, man, I know better. That's the way it looks. There's top of line stuff. That's the way it looks.
Yeah. All right, just repeating the process on the other side. Doing the exact same thing.
It is low.
Yeah, it is low, for sure. All right, just following down the checklist. Next is checking the chain tension, making sure it's nice and tight, just how we like it. How about it, Roy?
It tells you on there how to do it.
Yeah, so there's all your stuff that you need. We'll probably end up removing that eventually, but we'll include that with the new owner, so don't worry. And that's probably right in
it's
line, huh?
inspected,
Yeah. I wasn't doing any crazy wheelies or anything, so.
No, we can't stretch it. It's metal.
Yeah.
Right, it stretches when you get into it, so.
Yeah. All right, next he's supposed to check the freedom of movement on the side stand
Oh, it's freedom.
and the tightening of what was it? Looseness of the bolt? Something like that?
It doesn't look crazy. It's in the old days we had issues with our side stands.
Yeah.
So
And I've seen the 959 bolts loosened too. Like the twins used to have issues with bolts because of all the vibration.
I don't know. We have freedom of movement and
How's that feel? Do you feel free?
well, freedom of movement. So your Scottish viewers might have an issue. We don't have to explain what freedom of movement is to them.
Oh God. But it looks good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels good.
Okay. Okay, so he just did tire pressure. They were a little bit low. It's just right on here. What, 34.8 and 36.3. Kind of weird that they have points in them.
Every motorcycle tells you on the bike where the tire pressure is. And everyone wants to fucking argue about it. But when you deal with electronic suspension, it is part of the algorithm.
Yeah.
Right?
There you
So
go.
I don't care because your buddy who rides track
Yeah.
knows better. Right? Start with what the fucking manufacturer says.
All right, we're cleaning the chain next, which actually did need cleaned.
So one of the things they've worked out with the development of this motorcycle is we've done a series of tests on the quick shifter, and Ducati's decided it'd be best to replace it with an upgraded version.
Okay.
So once again, it's one reason to bring it to the dealership, and it's better for the breeders. No
Yep.
cost to anyone.
Yep.
And next generation will be spot on, but this first one, we're just going to replace this.
Yeah.
We noticed what 1 gear.
Fifth and sixth gear, yeah.
It's a little bit off,
Yep.
and without going too much into why, it's getting fixed, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. So he's gonna do that off camera. There's no reason to show it.
It's no big deal.
It's just whatever. It's just a recall. So cool. There it is, guys. Look at that beast. Just in here alone, looking absolutely incredible. Every time I see it again after I haven't seen it for, I think it's been a week or 2 weeks, something like that, just looks so freaking insane, man. That turned out so good. People are asking when the giveaway is. It's actually Saturday, this Saturday, June 13th. And we're gonna be choosing the winner at 1 p.m. I think this video will probably go up Friday. I'm filming it on Thursday. So that's what's going on with this bad boy. Really excited to see who wins this thing. And I hope it's a good reaction because I'm gonna miss that one. Dear God, it's gorgeous. Don't forget, guys, if you want to be entered to win custom dream motorcycles, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. You can support for as little as $5 an episode and potentially go home with a motorcycle just like this one right here. The custom Streetfighter is our next build, and it'll look just as freaking cool as this one, I promise you. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Again, the whole first service is done. Now we can start the fun part, which are all the upgrades. And check this out. It's been, how long has it been? About an hour? Still no oil in there. And I guarantee you that thing will be probably halfway filled another hour and a half from now. I'm gonna have Rory send me a photo. Yeah, so that's crazy. And then he'll top that off for us and we'll be good to go. Next episode, we're gonna start upgrades. So stay tuned, probably do tail tighty stuff in the back. We'll see. Yeah, oh, I cannot wait, guys. A lot of parts on the way from Manny at Moto Million. Shout out to him. Shout out to Santa Barbara Ducati for working on this bad boy. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.